Hello, 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 hello. Wait, I did that yesterday, didn't I? Probably shouldn't do that twice because it's kind of lame to begin with. So, okay, today on exciting game design videos, we're going to have uh, an interesting little exercise of actually trying to merge a list of traits and features that we design and set up for cards or layout or whatever we're going to do along the way, and merge them with Publisher, which will lay out some design in there. I think, oh, and there was an app I mentioned that Adobe does. It's called InDesign, but it's really expensive. And Publisher, though not necessarily free, is quite a bit cheaper than InDesign. So I decided to go with that, especially if because you can get it with Office. Publisher, I don't know which versions of Office have it, but I had, I, I was lucky enough to be working for a company, my last company actually, that gave us MSDN. So we were able to download all Microsoft software and use that. So I was able to download Microsoft Office and Publisher and all those, and I was able to use that. So that's how I got my Office tools, but I still think it's cheaper than InDesign and Adobe's tools. So plus, I have no idea how to do what I'm about to do in InDesign, and I hear it's got quite a learning curve, and I don't want to do that. So, plus I don't have the money for it. Okay, so today the plan is to start laying stuff out. So, as you can see, this in yellow, this stuff I put in this my OneNote. That's yellow. These are things I kind of tweaked in the off session. It's only a couple of items. I deleted a couple of things that were duplicate. I was trying to decide how the trainer deck. I was just defining what some of the features that we had already laid out would be, because we're going to have. This is, I'd say it's mostly deck building, right? You're building your trainer deck, your Pokemon deck, out of the cards that are going to be available out there, and there's different ways that you accumulate those cards. Those cards are going to be representative of your Pokemon's level, and how much, and their strength will be representative of the number of cards you can hold in your hand. But really, when you get knocked out or you use up all of your or you get taken up damage, you won't have your Pokemon will get knocked out, basically be unusable until you heal him. So this is just kind of showing what we have, because since our Pokemon levels or our decks are basically your level plus one, so your trainer deck should never be, it should be the grand total in cards of your 6 highest level Pokemon plus 6. So you get one extra card for each. So this way, if you were to have your 6 highest level Pokemon out, your trainer deck will have no cards in it, because all of those cards will be assigned to the Pokemon that are in play for your particular journey. But if you start using lower level Pokemon, they will, you'll have a few extra cards in your trainer deck. You won't really access your trainer deck, or at least currently. I mean, you never know. Rules could change, ideas could come up, and we could make that different. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to open up some other tools. I'm going to open up, let's start with Excel, because we need to start defining what we want our cards to include. So we will go here, and it's really just going to be a list of cards. I'm going to see if I have, let's see if, I'm going to see if I have my old see, board game stuff. Is that it? Board game stuff? Let's see. I don't think that's it. No. That's not it. That's not it. Let's just go to the PC. And I'm going to try to open up one that I had before. I'll show you an example of what we're going to create here. And what this will entail is kind of how we're going to lay out these cards. Let's see. That's not the one I want. Is it this one? I think it's this one. And let's see. We go down to here, products, and we have think the game I did this with most recently is in development, and it was called the NFL Experience. And again, I won't be able to use that title because I'll never be able to afford the NFL license. So, but it's called the NFL Experience. So at least in working, that's the working title. So, oh no, don't want that one. That would be the wrong one. So I gotta close that. Sorry. Go away. Oh, I don't want to close. No, no, no. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna show you how this looks. I was close. I know that was the right folder, or at least I'm pretty sure it was. I know nobody wants to hear me hum, but I got to do something to fill the void of silence. Nobody wants to hear silence. Let's see. Back to products. In development. NFL experience. Source stats. First draft. Optimized games. Images. Is it this one? That might be it. Yeah, that actually might be it. Let's try it. Yeah, I think this is it. So this is roughly what we're going to do. I mean, it's not much more than just creating a regular spreadsheet, right? So we're going to have all the different things that we want on the card, and we're going to go down and just kind of put some stuff in here. Other things you can do, which I don't know if I have on here. I don't see it. Let's see if we have another option, another version of this file. I thought there was a player one, but because these are teams, and the teams ones are cards as well, but I want to see if I can find the teams one, because that one actually has a little bit more stuff on it too. Let's see, first draft. Experience, no, that's not it. I don't know what that is. No, summer stats, team logos. Nope, I guess I don't have, well, I mean, I'm sure it's around, but I don't want to spend too much time looking for an example. I was just, let's see what this is. Nope, that's not it. Estimator, Excel, fill macro. Because they're, nope, I guess I don't know. I guess we'll have to look at it at some other time if I don't find it later. If this isn't it. I just wanted to show the examples of what this would look like with some image links, because we can actually create images, put them in a source, and then when we go to publisher, it'll load up those images per card, which is really cool. And we can do that later too, but I wanted to see if I could find that image source, which I don't have right now. So there is the option of, let me open up publisher. And let's see if I could find the samples that I had here of what we're going to accomplish. And we have same thing. I go out to the same folder, I believe. AMG products in development, experience. First cut, graphic editor, rendition, player card. Clock fill counter. And I think, let's just open this up. To be honest, I don't remember. Oh, was it action cards? let's go to the offensive line cards. Let's see if those have anything that we need. I know I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit here. Probably should have found this stuff in advance and actually think about it. Okay, so it is. Oh, it is the formulas sheet. So it tells you which one it is. Nice. So we're gonna go back here and we're gonna go open. Actually, do I already have it open? How do I know it's already open? Let's go to my Windows. And nope, don't have it open. Okay, so open. Mobile formula experience. Don't look at this stuff. That's proprietary information. It's all my secret formulas to how my game's gonna work. So I don't want to have that too much stuff revealed. Okay, so so this is what it is. We create these image folders. That one doesn't have very much on it, but neither does that one. So I know I must not have linked too many actual images. Here, oh, here we go, border color. So this one has, we have the game plan colors. We were creating like these little images that would go on the different cards. So I believe this is probably the one that we're going to have being looked at. So when it's trying to set up, it pulls from the individual cards and pulls the information that's relative to, man, this thing's missing all kinds of data. What is going on there? It's so ugly. So this is the only one, I guess, that's currently set up. And it might just be that I have some pointer that it's not finding right now. I'm not worried about those right now because we're not working on that. So I'm going to see if I can open this up. We'll say, yes, that should be it. Work without, try to reconnect the data source. Publisher cannot connect the data source file that open. Probably because I have it open. Probably should close it. Just wanted to show you what it looked like there. Fun of watching someone's go through all of their stuff. So if I were to edit these videos, I would cut this out. I don't know if I'm going to edit them or not, because this is a long thing. So whether or not, is there any real benefit in editing every one of these individually? Because most of what we're doing, I mean, I'd cut out a few minutes here and a few minutes there, but it wouldn't actually prove to be all that useful, because it wouldn't be all that much cut out, because the whole point is to track the entire design process. So my apologies, since here you go. Select table. So this is what we'll be doing. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. I don't want to reattach this one. Not right now. Maybe I'll do it later and show it to you later, because right now let's just get to our task and we can reattach it for our stuff. No point in doing it for an old thing. And it'll be faster here because I'm sure we have a lot less things to track and keep up with. We may have more in time, but for now we don't. So we're just going to start tapping out some things here. We want our, let's say we're going to do our, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and just do our, let's do our tile. Why not? That'll be a quick and simple one, and then we'll do another sheet for another item. Okay, so the tile is going to be pretty simple. The things that we want the image to show, each cell that's going to be in Publisher will have these different things that we can assign to one of the columns of Excel. So we'll have our, like say, we'll have our tile. Let's see, tile name. Tile name, sure. We'll call it tile name. No, tile. Type. There we go. And then we'll have, all of the different things that we want. So we want a forest one. We want a mountain. We want what else we want? We want We want, what else do we want? We want a water tile. We want a town tile. We want grass. No, well, it's not really. I think it's actually grass, huh? Grass, mountain, which really isn't mountain, is it? That'd be mountain. Because what would mountain be? Mountain's not really a Pokemon type. So this is grass. Let's we'll call it forest. And then the Pokemon type is grass. And then we'll have fire, or how about volcano, which will be fire. Or maybe that's mountain, huh? Mountain regions, you know, volcanoes can be mountains. Or is that metal? So, hey, this is all the design process. I don't know. I'm kind of coming up with the best solution I could come up with. So, right now, what corresponds to that type of Pokemon? So we can call this beach, or slash lakefront, and this would be a water. Town is just town, so this could be whatever. Fire, grass, metal. We have to have electric, but is that that's a daytime one? So we're not going to actually have a tile type for daytime or nighttime, because you're not going to go into an area that's nighttime and daytime, and it's only going to be that when you're there. That won't make any sense. So, hey, you know what we never drew onto our area? What we never did in our play area is we never drew our clock. And I'm surprised, I must not have it in my components list. One of the things we do want on our play area, you know, I think my tiles there are too small. They're supposed to be 4. Those things are barely 3. Those are really small. That's why they look so small on the thing. But we're gonna have a clock that's probably the same size as one of these guys, and we want it to probably be at least this big. I'm just gonna make it the same shape because why not? So we'll have. Is there a good way to do a 3 sections of a clock here? We're gonna have it be a spinner. I'm gonna say spinner, but maybe we'll change that, or just the sectional area that we just mark on the. And this could be day, night. Oh, actually, how about morning? How do you write morning sideways? More ing. Morning. Yep, that's the word. It just looks really bad. And then we got afternoon. Afternoon. And night. Morning, afternoon, and night, and then we'll have some kind of a token or something. I think that would just be easier. You just move it into the area. Who wants a spinner? Spinners are silly. Plus, I think it's kind of more expensive. And the only reason we would even have a tile or a token or an item on the board like that is because we don't have a board. So we have to have something else designated. Normally, if we would just have a rectangular board, then we can put, you know, markers and stuff on the board. Just have those be part of the board. Do we want a board? Nah. That would limit our tile positioning if we do a board. Sorry about the throat clearing. I'm not sure why what I've got in my throat that keeps keeps cooping up. Not sick, just I think it must be something I ate or whatever. Okay. So anyway, so these are going to be our type of tiles. Right now we have a forest, a mountain, a beach, a town, and a volcano tile. I think those are going to be all we have for basic tile types, but other things we're going to want on there is our we're going to want to know if we have a connector. Okay, so let's actually say entry. Let's say actually let's do this side A R1, and then we're gonna do Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what this is going to be, now we're actually trying to identify what's going to be in each section of the tile, and there's not a section 88. Let's go here. Just go back to 7, and we'll go back to 6, and we'll go back to 5, and we'll go back to 4, and 3, and then to 2. Okay. So these are going to be each side. So we're going to end up actually creating multiples of our tiles. This way we can kind of mix things up. So let's say on the first forest one, we want to have sides 1, 2, and 5 have a connector on them. So we'll say connector. And 1, 2, 5. Just because I want to mix it up a little bit. We can have it be in, come on, why aren't you typing? Computer. We're having computer delays. What's going on? What's going on? It's like the gets type. Hello. I can type around on my screen. All right. Well, it's gonna be that way. Let's go here. It's like something. What? Does my keyboard stop working? Hello. Let's see. Nope, that works. I seem to have lost connection to my Excel though. Is that broken here? Nope. Hello Excel, what's going on, man? What are you doing? Why aren't you playing anymore? Won't let me type. Won't let me type anywhere. What is this nonsense you speak? Whoa! That's weird. Let's close that. And then can we do this? Hey, we're back. That was strange. Okay, so now the reason I'm actually going to write this out, because it might eventually just be a symbol or some special location, but for our purposes right now, we're going to actually put the word in. And if it's a picture or an image, we can always replace these later, because that's the coolness of this merge process. So this time, let's go ahead and let's put some lines in here. Let's, how many tiles do we need at our forest? Let's say there's going to be 4 forest tiles. 4 of each. Shall we? Agreed? I don't see anybody disagreeing with me, so let's just, that means everybody's unanimous. Everybody wants it. So we're going to do that way. Alright, so let's put these connectors in a different place. I still want them to be kind of spread out. Maybe they're spread out fairly evenly sometimes. Maybe they're spread out not so evenly sometimes. We can put one here. And let's put one on, let's put 2 on 8, and then we'll put 1 on 7, because 7's got to have one. It doesn't matter because he's going to rotate, right? But ultimately, we want them to just be kind of spread out. So maybe some of them have weird connector spots. I don't know. Do we want to do one where it's fun and they're all together? And then we have one that's got one here, and then I'm shooting for 3 per. I think 3 per is probably pretty good. Let's go here and here, just so that we got all different ones. That's actually 5, but I'm thinking if we have 5, 10, 15, 20 tiles might be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of tiles on the board. But hey, whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it. And town, I think we're only gonna have like 2 town tiles. That's my thought. I mean, how many towns are gonna be in a particular region? Yeah. They also have connectors. Pretty much everything here is gonna have connectors. So I'm just gonna pick 2 of these. Let's go with. We'll go with the same. We'll go with the beginning 2. We'll just put these down here in our town. So some of the things that we have to think about, though, is we're going to have sections that correspond in Publisher to each one of these things. So this will just be like the border area, and it'll have this appear as connector or whatever. We'll have it in there, and it'll appear as that item. And then we'll have a section in there for each side. We'll call it side 1 image, and we'll just write words for now. Again, we'll be able to map it to actual images at a later time. But I want to actually create these, and we'll really with the forest, what are we going to have? A path and a tree, and a path or a tree. It's pretty much what they'll each be, on each section. Just because maybe it won't be a tree, maybe forest. It'll be forest design, but it'll be either there will be a path or no path, right? And then the whole thing might be a forest, and then we'll put a path over the top of it. Maybe that's what we'll do. Because then we can have, what we'll do is let's go insert here, and we'll say tile background. Yeah, it would probably be better. And then this will be, well, obviously this is going to be a forest. And then we ought to put some in here. Let's see. Nope, wrong one. Here. And we say insert, and then we'll have forest, and this of course will be mountains. And then we have, I don't think we need to get too creative with this, so let's go ahead and just take this whole section and we'll put it like that. I mean, because our tiles, they're going to all look the same, except they're going to have different pictures and images on them, but you're just going to be able to rotate them. Maybe we'll put more in them, more features that we can come up with. Maybe there'll be a special location images or something, and we'll add cool stuff if it comes to that. If we feel like our game, and this will be during playtesting, we'll go, it just feels a little empty with this or with that, but we can come up with things to adjust for that. There's no reason why we can't. So we'll go here, and then we'll insert, and we'll do the same thing I just did. We'll copy all of these guys, and this will be, I don't know, beach or water, beach water. Okay, control down, and we're getting there. We got 2 towns. This will probably look like sidewalks. That sounds good to me. Maybe something town-like. Won't be any actual shops or buildings, but this is just what's going to be on it. This one we will say is, wait a minute. A volcano is fire. Oh, I see. Mountains are metal. I don't know. What else could be volcano? Caves? I say. Decisions. Alright, well, we'll just say volcano. Sure, why not? How many times? Why would you want to travel to a volcano? I don't know. Because you want to catch fire Pokemon. Maybe I'm not being creative. Sometimes, your mind will just say, there's got to be a better way to come up with fire other than walking into a volcano. But maybe not. Okay, so this is pretty generic. This is going to be our simple tile. Obviously, the Pokemon cards themselves will be a little bit more, there'll be a little bit more going on in them. But for now, this is kind of what we're shooting at. So what we'd want to do is, of course, have these things get assigned to our folders. We'll have to, now, I believe if we want this to actually work, we'd have to create tiles. Let's see here. I think we can just have an offset path from this item to our images, and then when we say select a field and we say where it's at, it'll actually use the offset path, which means like / or /images / whatever, depending on where we put this file. Let's see, what else? Did we have anything else defined on our tiles? I don't think so. I think our tiles are pretty simple. But let's see. Oh yeah, we didn't game components. We do not have our clock tile or our time of day tile. Let's put that in here. Time of day tile. Morning, afternoon, and night. So morning, afternoon, and night. So morning, I'm thinking, is when we'll have, if you're in the morning, that's when tournaments run. Afternoon is when you can catch daytime Pokemon or day Pokemon. We'll call those the electric Pokemon. And night, well, dark Pokemon. That's my thought. That's what I'm going with. Now, if you know a little bit more about Pokemon than I do, which is very possible, be sure to, leave a comment in the for this video and say, hey, your Pokemon are being assigned to the wrong categories. The electric Pokemon are from this region or area, and daytime Pokemon are something, whatever. I'm always up for feedback. I do check my comments, and I will respond. But that said, I haven't had to respond to anything yet, because nobody in the world knows I'm doing this. Well, that's not true. There's now about 10 people who know I'm doing this. So some of them have even subscribed. But and thank you to those friends of mine who know me and have subscribed. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I'm going to become famous one day. No, I'm not going to become famous one day. It's not going to happen. But if I become at all known for my cool games that I design, that would be great too, because I would really like to do this instead of programming. I've been doing programming for 25 plus years, which is great. I'm good at it, but I don't want to do it no more. I'm ready to move on. So I hope, and to all you prospective employers out there who happen to upon my video and see me talking and enjoy this, and then hear me say I don't want to do that anymore, ignore me. It's not true. I love programming. Actually, I do. It's fun. It's just, been doing it for a long time. I wouldn't mind changing things up. Of course, kind of gotten nice salaries out of it, so it's kind of hard to think, I'm going to go to the game world, which probably doesn't pay at all. Probably not going to do that. But nonetheless, it's fun. It's definitely a fun hobby, and I think I can do this well. That's my opinion. We'll see. When this is done and it plays great and everybody's going, ooh, we got to get that made, then I'll agree that and then I can say I'm good at it, because right now all I've done is throw a bunch of words down on paper and nothing's actually happened. So, all right, enough jabbering. I've wasted too much time with that. I don't think I have any more here to do with this tile for now. I'm sure I'll think of something else. I can't think of what else to put on there at the moment. Oh, there is. See, I already thought something. I forgot. We have to decide if our tiles, we should probably put one in each one. Insert. Got to put one in each one. The reasoning being, we got to have one column for the path. Our paths have to run from, for at least half the tile. So you should be able to go left and go right. That's kind of the idea. Or have 3 to 4 squares. And a path should connect to a connector. So if we have a, say we have a connector here, we can say this is path. Nope. Path and path. So it's going to be one, there'll be a path on the connector for side 2, 3, 4, and then when you get to side 5, there will also be a path here. Is it path, trail? Yeah, let's say you stay on the path. Do not stray off the path. You will regret it. All right, so if it doesn't have a connector on it, I mean, we still want, my phone buzzed. We still want our connectors, our forests also need to connect to a connector. So this one we'll just say is a forest. Or not a forest, but we'll call it off path. These are going to be the images. We'll put images in here as well, so it'll determine what piece or you know, no, maybe we don't need an image for off path. I think we just need to know where our path is. Everything else will be a regular field. Yeah, we'll just leave it alone. So let's not always connect one. I mean, I guess we could always connect one, but let's go here. It's going to be every space between the two. So path, 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 and then we can go trying to only connect. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, that one's got a lot of gaps between it. So I don't want to have that many gaps. So we got path, path, path. So I don't know, I think, yeah, that's a lot. I think at least one connector is going to go just to one field. So I think the problem is 1, 8, and 2 are all the same. And that would be all 3 of them together. I think we already did one of those. So that could be a little tricky, right? So we'd have a path that would either have to go all the way around the tile or only cover 2 spaces. Can that work? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we have to have one tile, or one of these connectors should always be both. And that's also kind of the thing. So maybe I should have path slash off path. I don't know. I think I want there to always be one tile space that's both. Just so that, you know, you can run right up to the same thing. I don't think every one of them needs to have if there's a connector between at least 2, maybe not. Not. At least 2 are connected. Yeah, but if your forest goes out, your forest has to have somewhere to come in. So, but it could connect to the other one's non. Yeah, that's true. It can connect to the other one's non. Every one of them has a non, but then you wouldn't be able to exit. You'd have to exit on the path. And then the path could go on and you could exit. Nah, that works. I like that. It kind of makes you go on a path and a trail each time. So if we always connect 2 connectors to the path and 1 connector to the non, sometimes you have to leave on a path and then you can come in, you can go back on the non. Yeah, I think that works. I don't know. I am happy with that plan. So let's do that. We'll go path, path, path. And that connects those 2. And then we have this guy, which will connect those 2. And then we have this guy who has 2 connected. I think that might not work though. Because if they're all 3 together, can you see with an octagon that doesn't work, huh? Because octagons do not intersect that way. Come to think of it, octagons could be a problem in general. They do not go together nice, do they? Did not think about that. If you keep things pretty far apart, they can, but they're going to leave a lot of space on the table. Now, do hexagons go together better? I'm going to do a quick play here. Let's do a quick hexagon. Let's see, you got 1, and then what's a hexagon going to look like? 2, and then it's what? 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm pretty sure I drew those angles all wrong. That's the only reason that looks so weird. I think hexagons go together better. Let's see. Hello, eraser, be nice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's closer, but yeah, I think when you connect these, they will intertwine nicely into each other. And if I knew how to draw, they would probably do even better. Yeah, I gotta do hexes, which means I cannot have 8 sides, which I think is probably okay, since we went with 5 tiles. So I'm gonna do hexes. See, we've already changed our design. One new thing, I'm just gonna delete these rows right here, because 8s don't work. So let's go see. I didn't write down that these are octagon already, did I? Let's see if I wrote that anywhere. Octagon, no. Pie slice sections, we'll say hexagon. That'll make that more accurate. What else we have? Any more octas? Level. Nope. No more octas. Good. Didn't write it down too many times. I wasn't fully committed because I didn't write it down a bunch of times all over my board. So I'm gonna have to mock up my hexagons there. So we'll just have to erase all of this stuff, and ultimately our pie pieces are going to be more like this, which is, again, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's a little less stuff going on in a tile, but I'm alright with that. This is the thing about sketching. Nice about sketching on a surface is that I can erase and keep going, and everybody is happy. Ew. Except now they look like it's one big funky puzzle. Yeah, there we go. Happy campers, happy days. Okay, we're just gonna take this off. Sorry, going away. All my cool little pictures. Is there a way to do this more pretty? Nope. Alright, so that would have been a good time to have it erase stroke. Because although I can erase with this pen, it is not great at erasing tiny little dots if you miss something. It's great for small precision erases, but there you go. That's our new board game area for now. So some of these will have our cool little tree. Some of them will have our cool little mountains. And some of them will have our exploding lava. And some of them will have, I don't know, what the heck is water? So water, and what else did I create? Mountains, water, volcano, grass. What the heck is it? No, that's forest. Alright, well, whatever. I'll have another mountain. There we go. So that's our oh no, we got to do our town. Do a little town tile. So we'll do a really rudimentary version of my other one where I had little drawings for each. And this one goes like this and like that, and this goes across like that. Yeah, little town. Now it looks kind of like more like a, I don't know, a barn. A shed. I drew a shed on there instead of a shop. Alright, back to our thing. So we have these new little things that are going to say where our path goes. And let's finish doing this stuff. So we got beach. This doesn't have any path. We want to connect at least two sections together. What is with this beach? What the heck? This beach doesn't even have... It's only got one connector. Ah, that is way not enough connectors. Let's do it. Let's have one connector. Yeah, you walk down to the water. It's got some nice water, and maybe there's not even any path. You have a path that you have a section that connects, and you just have to walk around there, and it's just water. There's no trail. You have to come back out the same spot you went in. You have to walk all the way around a circle, or go backtrack, or whatever you're going to do. So there's got to be a reason to advance through it. But maybe, because if you go in there and you find a trainer, and that trainer's, maybe the path has a dead end. Maybe we'd put two paths on it, and it's a dead end. We'll call it a dead end path. Yeah, that'll work. So you have to turn around and go back. Most of these have three. Most of these will have three connectors, so you'll be able to go in and out of multiple areas. So let's see. We'll go over here. We'll say path. And in order for an 8 to connect to a 1, we've got to have a path over here too. What do we got? So we got this connector connecting to that connector. In general, paths will go all the way through, for now. This mountain has the same problem. Do we have one mountain that's a dead end also? Sure. You convinced me. Okay. We'll have one mountain that's let's not call it a dead end. We'll just call it an end, because it's not dead end. You can keep going. You just have to leave the path. Maybe some of these end path ones will have, that's where some of the gyms will be. You have to go down and you have to walk onto one of these end paths. Maybe we'll have something like that. That would be interesting. And if every area has one, we can say if it's an end path, maybe the gym is at the opposite end. So what would that be? If we put this be a path end right at the connector entry point, the opposite side of, let's say, 6 would not be a 1. It would be like a 6, 5, 4, 3. So maybe on 3, we put a gym, an area gym. Area gym. Yes, I'm coming up with great ideas. I say so because I can. All right, so we are on to that, and that's cool because now we can do that. And now all of our cool areas have an area gym. Whoa, how many? Yeah, we'll put that one there. That was weird. Okay, so we'll have a path end on that one too. So every area has one with only one connector, and that one connector has area gym, but you have to walk through the path and everything to find it. Go capture yourself some Pokemon while you're journeying to the gym, which is hidden in the forest or the mountains or the trees. You can't see the forest for the trees. Can't see the gym for the trees. See the gym through the trees? But what if you're on a mountain? Yeah, the mountain's in the way. Can't see the gym for the rocks. And then if you're on the forest, you can't see the gym for the lava, which is burning your feet because you have to walk through it. So you better have your lava shoes. Yep. I diverge. I digress. Haha. That's it. I digressed. Okay. Gotta entertain oneself. If no one else is gonna entertain me, I gotta do it myself. Alright, so we'll connect these two. How come that one's only got two? That one's only got two also. What the heck? What kind of lame tiles are we dealing with here? No, we're gonna put another one in here. I don't know why that one's only got two. I must not have copied them correctly. Oh, because I deleted 7 and 8. That was the problem. I deleted 7 and 8. They moved away. That means I'm gonna have to fix a couple things. Oh, that probably explained why I had those ones. That would do it for sure. Okay, so we're gonna have a path. No, I don't want to put a path on that one. Let's go here. Put a path there. And oops, we gotta put it in the middle. Not there. So path and path and path. But if something doesn't work in playtest, we can fix it. Towns. Do we want to designate where the shops are? You flip up a town NPC? Nah, I'm gonna let that be random. We have connectors, but I don't think we have a path. I think everything is a path in town. You can walk anywhere. There's just stuff that can show up in a town. So we're not going to have paths in the town. It's just going to all be sidewalk. So here we go again. Let's it's only got 2 also. Shortest distance between 2 points. Path, path, and then back to here, which I guess would be path again. And then this one, that's a long way. Sure, since we have some that are less, let's go with one that's got more. Path, path, path. But we also have to have one on the connector. Oh, we have one on the connector. Huh. Well, yeah, but paths have to exit unless it's going to be a dead end. So we'll put it here. So there won't be a whole lot of off. Some of these won't have a ton of off, but some of them won't have a ton of on trail. Path in, we got path to connector, to connector, to connector. Connector connected. That one's not connector connected. So we better put a path. And that one's connector connected. That one's a dead end. We will do this one. And connect those connectors. And then we have this connector, which is not connected. And now it is. And then you'll see how cool this looks when we do it on Publisher, which we'll do in just a moment. So we got this guy who's going to go, let's go ahead and just do the standard connector. Ooh, yeah, no, that's right. And then this guy, let's go standard connect with him as well. And this one was an area gem, but we don't have our path end. And then this one, where do we want to put the connectors on this one? Let's put them here. No, yeah, all right, whatever. Varying lengths of path connections, and we'll see if this works. Might not always work. I have a feeling it won't always work. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll just say if a path runs into an empty location, it's a path end. You can always go back, walk the other direction. If something doesn't go somewhere nice, you just have to go find yourself some new path. So that'll just have to be the way of the world. I think I've got all these marked. I probably am missing something, but I don't see it. Anybody? Input? Nope. Okay. Oh, running out of time. So let's go ahead and try to save this. File, save as. Let's put it on my Active Schemes OneDrive, because that's where I put stuff. And no, you're right. You're right, Ken. You should put that in the same place as you put all your other in development stuff. Thank you, Ken, for bringing that up. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, shucks, I knew that. NFL expedience. Let's see. Nope. We're gonna have to create a new folder though, aren't we? Because this is a new cool thing. Let's say we'll call this the YouTube Pokemon game. Where's my new folder button? Is there not a new folder button? Ah, there it is. YouTube Pokemon game. Because that's the lousy name I decided it is going to have. Backer template? What the heck? I don't know what that is. Why is it called that? We'll call this one, we'll call this, let's see, area tiles. Area tile. Info. Nope, that's actually not going to work. We'll have to have it called, because I'm going to try to keep all this on one spreadsheet. So we'll call this our, let's see, game component definitions. Sure, game component definitions. Once again, I've convinced myself to do it. All right, so then we have to open up Publisher. Now this is where we can kind of start doing some cool stuff. Now, I don't know if we'll have enough time to get this done because we're running up on an hour already because time likes to fly. So I'm just going to open up, we know that this is, let's go here. And we think that I create one? Yeah, it's a 4x4. Let's do this one. I think I created this one yesterday just for the heck of it. And then we're going to put in a shape. We're going to insert a shape. And we'll go shapes. And let's see, do we have a hexagon? That's a pentagon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's a hexagon right there. We're going to draw this guy right out. We're going to put him right here. Make him as big as this tile. As this thing will let us make it. Nope, I'm going to go all the way out. For printing purposes, not always great to go all the way out. But if I put this on an 8.5 by 11, a 4-inch will still have, we'll we'll still have room, so we're good. Still have an extra 1/2 inch on the paper. Okay, so with this, I need to take out the fill. Or for now, let's just change the fill. Let's call it green. We'll call that our well, actually, I defined my background, didn't I? I already said what it's going to be, but we'll change it. Let's just take out the fill. So we'll change this to no fill. Woo-hoo. So in order to get further, we need to actually define our sections and whether or not we have connector points. So in order to do that, we need to insert some more, let's see, can we do catalog pages, business information? I believe we can assign the data for one of these. Actually, let's just do a quick test. I'm gonna go mail merge, and we're gonna go this guy, and then we're gonna go use an existing list. There we go. And then we're gonna go all the way out to where we put that thing, AMG. I'm pretty sure it won't let me because I have it open. I'll have to close it, but let's go to products, in development, YouTube Pokemon game, and we have this guy. We'll say open. Open, open, open. We didn't name our sheet. Shame on us. No, I'm taking everyone down with me. So when I blame us, I'm taking all you with me, because as far as I'm concerned, all of my audience, my vast audience, has agreed with me all the way through this, and so they're equally to blame. You're all equally to blame. Sorry, that's what you get for not being here. You get taken down with the blame. Rename. So this is going to be my tile definition. And we'll just hit that, and then we say save again. I have a feeling it's still not going to work because it's silly that way. But we'll go back here and we'll go, why won't it default to the same area? Go AMG, and then we go back to products, and we go back to in development and YouTube game, and we select our component definitions. We say open. Now we have tile definition. Cool. We say okay. So we say that's good. These are just the items. What it's asking us here is what stuff do you want on your list. So you can sort by different things to decide what's going to be on there. You might take certain items out, but we're going to keep it all because we want all of it. So everything here is good. Selecting existing. So I'll say okay. So then we just go, let's see, to add recipient information to your publication, drag an item. So we'll just say the background will go right here. Oh, is that how that's going to be? I feel like I can be more recipient, drag an item below to a location on the page. Feels wrong, but maybe it's true. Maybe it does have to be that shape, because usually it is words. But I know I've put images in. I think the image would have to either be the shape that we want, or it has to fit the location. So I wouldn't necessarily have a hexagon here. What I would have is it pointing to an image that is that shape, and it is what it is. We would already create those images, one for forest, one for whatever, and we point to that, and it would load up, and it would be that image. So in this case, I'm going to actually make this square my tile that goes here. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to just fill it in with a pre-shaped, tile. So this is fine for my purposes here because it's going to look similar. If I actually replace this with an actual image and I put this right over my other stuff here, when I load up the image, it will fill in pretty much where the hexagon is, because my image will have to be a hexagon. It's the only way that would work. And is there a way to, you really don't format it, because again, it's going to have what it is, you know. So that's fine. I would rather this tile background thing be right there, but whatever. It's not going to be. Since it's, can I say this? Maybe I can. Maybe. If we do this, well, it's a little better. At least it's in the thing. I'd like it to be in the middle now. Is there a horizontal alignment? Maybe. I don't see, or vertical alignment, sorry. Don't see a vertical alignment position. Line spacings, line to baseline, baseline guidelines. Got bigger spaces, smaller spaces. Nope. I don't see it. I don't see a vertical alignment for this. Some tools are not quite as, I mean, this isn't Word. Or some tools that give you all kinds of cool. Let's see, alignment, left, right, center, decimal. Nope. That'll have to be good enough for now. Until I actually replace it with an actual image. And maybe I'll try to do offline stuff. Maybe not, I don't know if it'll be today or not. But I'll go try to get some images, maybe this Sunday or whatever, that I can actually put in here. And then I'll show you how I plug them in. And we'll do that next time. So, yeah, that's what we'll do, because I want to get some more pieces on here so we can actually see some of our other fields show up. And it's already 1:06, and I'd like to get this done. Since I'm only doing one session today, I'll go a little longer. Now I know those of you are saying, oh man, I don't want to hear this guy talk for that much longer. I could have tolerated an hour. Sorry, you'll just have to turn it off and come back later when you've recharged your mumbling / jabbering tolerance levels. Hopefully I'm not mumbling. That would be terrible. I'm trying to be clear, trying to enunciate my words so that you can enjoy the sound of my voice in its full, robust awesomeness. Yeah. See, I'll know. See, I'll know when somebody watches, because when I do stuff like when I really let you know how great I am, unless you actually in chat tell me how great I'm not, I have to assume you all agree. Everybody has seen it. So, hey, if you don't agree, you better leave me a chat message and put me back in my place. Of course, you're probably wrong if you say no, but I will give you the benefit of the doubt for the moment and just say, I don't know what I'll say. It depends on what you say. No, I will not get into a troll fight. Sorry. If you're just trolling, then yeah, you'll be out of luck. So let's insert some more shapes, shall we? I'm going to actually not insert shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just say insert side 1. And then I'm going to rotate side 1 just like this. And I believe our side 1 did, all the other ones didn't get titles. That's the problem. I should probably change their titles. I don't know how smart this would be if I change a title on it, but we're going to go side 1. And we're going to move, oops. Nope, don't do that. Do what I tell you, do what I mean, not what I actually do. Hello? How do I grab this? What the heck? There we go. Side 1 is going to go there. And then we'll stretch it out all the way to that thing. All the way to that thing. And then we can really see how crooked it is. Holy moly, that is crooked. Hey, so I do have a job interview later today. Yay me. Doing what I've been doing for 25 years. But whatever. Wish me luck. And if you don't wish me luck, then whatever. most likely by the time by the time anybody actually sees this, I will have already finished it, and you can just say, so how'd the job interview go? And I'll say, well, it was a technical job interview, and they asked me a question that I was not ready for. Though I know I could have done it, they told me I was not ready for them, which is what seems to happen a lot with these technical interviews, because they ask you some weird thing and then they laugh at you. They go, you do not have a clue how to do this, do you? And I'm like, well, if you'd have given me 20 minutes on my own, I could have probably done it in 20 minutes. But since you're all staring at me and asking me questions and saying you got to get this done instantly, yeah. And they'd be saying, nope, you got to know it right off the top of your head, or you are not capable. Yeah, I know, I'm rambling. I gotta ramble while I work out the details of how this is set up. So one of the things you got to consider is see how this is avoiding itself. It's avoiding my side one, which means my items are not overlapping. I have to allow them to overlap, which is a setting. So we'll see, bring forward, and then I think there's a way to set, oh, here we go. We're gonna say inline, edit wrap, more layout, top, bottom. I think it's just none. I think I have to set the same thing with this guy. I have to say none. I knew there's a way to do this. Edit wrap points more through maybe? Maybe it's through that I want. Ah, there we go. See? Now it allows me to put that up there. So I really got to replace these with images because I won't be able to put side 2 in very easily because this is in the way. So I think for now, just to be cool, I'm going to just drop this down so it gets out of the way of my tile. So we're going to go ahead and put in this guy. And again, he's going to have to take up the entire area. No. Hey, apparently I tried to put it inside. I didn't know I could do that. I'll go here. Gotta click off in some random spot. And I'm actually just going to put 2 in, and we will drag him up here. And we'll take this all the way up there and put it there. These are some thick words, huh? They really get squished off. Side 2, and then we'll go click, and we'll say side 3, and we'll rotate you off to the corner like that. And then we'll go here, drag it over there, just like so. Side 4, same thing, but we got to rotate it all the way till he's almost upside down, like this, and we'll bring him over there. And we'll bring it all the way back to that spot. And it's not straight because I am not good at drawing crooked, which I guess isn't a bad thing, right? If you draw crooked, what good are you? Well, the advantage of making it big like this is it's easier to figure out what crooked is. When it's too short, it's harder to tell. There you go. 4, and then we got to click off to the side, click side 5, flip this one all the way upside down, make it thin and drag it all the way to the bottom, and then we make him wide like this. I know, you're probably thinking, just show me what it looks like already, man. You've been doing this for an hour. Why is it taking you so long? Well, don't know. Because it takes a while to do stuff. That's just the way of things. This is one of the disadvantages. You know, a lot of these streamers, you know, they show you some cool stuff, but in reality, they're cutting and clipping and zipping along. And sometimes they'll even tell you, I'm going to go do this off screen, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. Well, when you live stream, that's not really an option. I could record this and then say, I'm going to go fix this and only do videos that are finished. I don't want to do that because I'm going through my goal of this, and just kind of, if you didn't know or haven't figured out already, is to go through the entire process online. Because Well, because that's just the way I want to do it. I want everybody to see how this actually takes shape. So this is Format Painter. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. It's just basically copying how I have one of these set up for all the other ones. All right, so the last thing I need to do is set up my, I'm going to hit save here. Let's hit save. It'll ask me where I want to put it. Nope, not going there. I lied. Don't go there. Go to here. AMG. And we'll go to products. And then we'll go to in development, YouTube Pokemon game. And we'll call this our area tiles. Area tile. Area tile? Area tiles. I mean, I'm really only creating one, right? But with them being merged, I'm creating a bunch. Is there a way to refresh this? Because if I change it, I want to know if I can refresh it. Because I want to put titles on here. So when I saved it, it actually loaded it. So this is what it kind of looks like right now. And if I were to go to my mailings and then start clicking forward, see where my connectors are zipping around the screen based on where I'm going? Yay, look at that cool. La la la, beach water, we're in the beach water, and we've got some sidewalks, which is really town. I should probably change the title of that to town. But it's the sidewalks background. This is the background we're doing. And maybe what I should do is I have a tile type. So maybe I'll click, let's go back to design. Page design. Or maybe it's, nope, that's not it. Mailings. Merge. Where's my edit? I want to go to my edit. Oh, preview results. There you go. I'm just going to click here and I'm going to say tile type. And I'm going to grab this little guy and I'm going to bring him all the way to the top of my page. Like this. And then I'm going to put him right there. And I'm going to drag this all the way over to there. And then I'm going to make this guy go in the center because centering is best. And then we'll make it bold and italics just because it's cool. Now we know which one it is. Now we're going to hit save again. And then I'm going to close this real quick. So when you save, obviously it reloads. And, oh, wait, did I miss? Where's my, oh, it says, I'm so lost. Why is it saying that? It's not what. Why did my tile type not show up? Explain to me that. Explain it to me, please. Should say that forest grass. Oh, look, I have some things that aren't carried in there. That's probably why. Control D. Control D. And Control D. And then let's save. Now I don't know if that'll refresh or not, but I also want to change these. So if I can refresh, let's we'll call this connector. No, nope, that's right. Side one. Side one. Side whatever. Let's do this. Control C, Control V, and we're going to put a 2 on there. And then we're going to go here. Oh, there's a 3. Control V. Put a 3 here. This is one of the things about your when it carries over, it'll delete the it won't show you the next line, so or the next field because you're overlapping it. So you have to actually go back and remove yourself to make sure. I'm glad there's not 8 because 6 is faster. And on top of it, the worst thing about having an interview today is it's Friday, and I hate being. And then the interview's at 5 o'clock. Holy moly! Yeah, tell me about it. I know. It's a terrible time to have it. Friday at 5 o'clock, you have an interview? Those people work too late. Don't they have a weekend? Don't they want to go home? Interviewing people at 5 o'clock on a Friday, that's just mean. Now, granted, I did agree to it. I mean, they did ask me if I was okay with it, so I guess it's my own fault. So, all right, so let's see. It did let me connect. Let's see if I can refresh this. I don't know how I would do that here. Maybe I have to reconnect. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know how I do this. Let's see. Let's close this and reopen it. Just because I'm not sure if it's going to. I didn't see a way to refresh. There's probably a way to refresh, but I'm taking the long way route because I think it asks me, and then when I have to connect here, it'll. Yeah, there you go. Let's go back to mailings, and let's see if it's got our side thing. Let's see. Exclude recipient. I know. I got to edit recipient list. Select recipients. Edit recipient list. No. Oh. Okay. Maybe that is what I want. Say okay. No. Yeah, email merge, edit recipient list. Because the edit recipient list just means you can take them out, put them back in, whatever. Ah, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Side 1 path, side 2 path, side 3 path. Okay. That works. So we have to basically do this a bunch more times. We have to do it 6 more times. So I'm just going to do it the easy way. I'm going to go, let's see if this, well, we'll say it's the easiest way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's putting them in, oh, it's putting them all inside the same field. That's lame. So I got to click outside of there. Side 2 path, click outside of there. Side 3 path, click outside. Side 4 path, side 5 path, and side 6 path. Then I can go over here and rotate side 6 to be angled for side 6. And we put this over here. Now, because we want this to actually fill all the way up, we'll actually have to run these all the way up to the center. So hopefully they'll overlap about the same place. And they will have to be the same width so that they can actually be an image that covers the entire section. So if I put an image in here, and let's see if I bring this all the way up like that. I'm gonna leave it down here for now. But ultimately our image should run from this corner to the center. And that's assuming I have any idea where the center is. And then so we do this, and we'll just rotate these guys around and keep doing that. And this guy will come up all the way to the center as well. And he will run out to the edge so that when I do my image, there we go. And then we have to do side 4, which is this guy. So they're just overlapping a lot right now. But when we put the images in and if we set them all at the right depth, like, you know, they're stacked on top of each other correctly, everybody's going to show up exactly like they're supposed to, and it's going to be cool. Promise. I promise it will. So this is how we're merging all these, but when we put the the image parts in here, it's going to look pretty slick. I think it's slick anyway. Now, assuming, you know, you have good art. It's going to look as slick as a person who does not know how to make good art can make it look. So that's your fair warning as to what to expect. And this is 3, or I would assume that's 3. So we definitely are going to have to do some tweaking of our images here. So notice how we're getting fully overlapped. Draw this one out to where I think the middle is, and then somewhere. Oh, that's totally not line, because they should at least be in line with each other, right? Oh, I don't have to rotate that one. Go like that. Take them all the way out to the sides. Oops. All the way out to the side. Take them to the center. It's definitely not straight. This might be a little too wide. Now we gotta figure out how I can grab this one tile. I can't get to it. It's too high. Where's one? Hello one. Hello one. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take this guy and we're going to send him back a couple layers. This will allow it so I can grab my 1. 2 has to go all the way back up. Only has to go back 1, right? Because he's only 1 layer higher than 1. And we'll drag this guy out to there, and this guy out to there, and this guy down to center, whichever that is. Alright, so now what we have to do to make all these guys kind of be what they're supposed to be is, for one, we can go here and center them. He's got overlap going, that's why he won't center. What we will have to do is allow, I think it's, well, I thought they were through. Maybe it's, maybe these guys have to allow through. It might not be through. It's probably none. Ah, yeah, it's none. So we'll go here and here, say none. And we'll go here and we'll say none. None? Did I say none? I did say none. Okay. Go here and we'll say none again. And we'll go here and we'll say, read this upside down and say none again. And then we go here and we will do a format painter and we'll click here and oops, I'm gonna go there and we'll say format paint here and format paint here. I know I'm starting to mumble because I'm getting to the end of this session and I just want to kind of finish it up. So there's a little pushing off to the side. I'm not sure why I've still got pushing off to the side. No, it doesn't say none. That might have something to do with it. And does this one have the right setting? So we've basically got words all over. So if I was to actually go hit save right now, it's going to show me what I've got. And you're going to see where the paths appear, and you're going to see the connector and what type of item it is. And this forest tile, which is actually currently being pushed out of the way, which just means I have to figure out what I've got. I've got something overlapping incorrectly. But these are where the paths are going to be. So essentially we will have a path image that looks like it connects to all 4 of those spots. Maybe we'll have to have a separate path image for each diagonal so that they can be placed on the trails and connect. Because if we had the same path, they'd have to be exactly the same path image in order to connect, and it would be boring. If we want it to look cool and kind of like you're walking around, then at least we want it to be, what does a path image on slot 1 look like? 2, 3, and 4. And so when you do connect them, they're always going to connect correctly as long as they're, you know, set up in the adjacent spaces. So we'll have to come up with that. So what we do here is, if we want to see how it changes, you know, we just kind of cruise along, and it's going to show you what's on these spots. So you saw the one that had the gem on it. Got a path end over here. So basically this would connect to a path, and we'll have an image of what the path looks like when it ends. Just maybe cut off, dead end, maybe a big nothing. And then you would have to walk into the other trail spots to go all the way over to the gym. Maybe we'll even have a center image that kind of cuts everybody off, so you can't actually, just cut through the area gym. That would be a little too easy. You have to walk around. But yep. There we go. So that's what that looks like. So hit save. And now you know what how we're going to do the publisher connections. And once we put images in here, it's going to be cool. So I'm going to try to pick out some images. Maybe I'll shape them out a little bit while I'm doing that. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll force you to do that with me. That's part of the game design process, man. I can cut some boring stuff out, but then you're gonna think that it's only the exciting stuff that I've been doing that makes a game design. If you really want to know how game design works, you have to go through the boring stuff, and you'll have to watch me do it. Maybe not all of it. I mean, there's certain things that let's assume I knew what I was doing on the publisher. You wouldn't have saw me finding it. Plus, finding example things, that stuff you wouldn't be doing in game design. So that's something I should probably have had ready, just so that you can see the end result. But there's also the let's just get to it plan. I will get further along in this on the next one. I'm thinking right now Monday. Probably won't do it Sunday. Of course, maybe I will. I'll surprise. I'll put up a schedule for when I do it next. If I feel like it, maybe I will do something Sunday. Don't know what day, what time yet. It would probably be, I don't know, this time-ish, sometime before noon maybe. I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'll put up something. It'll be Sunday morning before I put up a schedule for it. Monday for sure, and that'll probably be 11 o'clock. So keep that in mind, 11 o'clock Monday for sure. And if you're checking these out, cool. You're my best friend. You're the one guy that's checking it out. And then you can come back and give me feedback. Talk to you later.